Hello, everybody, and welcome to Biology, a real life study of love and relationships. So, I am just going to give everybody a chance to, kind of get in here. I know every week I have some latecomers coming on in. So just come on in. I'm here. You're here. I see y'all. Oh, y'all are prompt. Yes. Let's do it for the bays. Yes, y'all are prompt. I don't know about where you guys are, but where I am, it's a little rainy. Shabby, what are you saying no about? What are you saying no about now? Before I forget, one of my very good people, Wendell Chapman, told me to. Yes, I am on time. I'm getting better. I'm getting better with this. Told me to go ahead and do my shout outs first. So I just want to shout out my page, Bayology, on Facebook. Look, you already out the gate before I can even get to it. Anyway, Bayology, Baeology on Facebook. That is the page. And I have started a YouTube channel. So you can find me at Bayology Expert on YouTube. Why is my hair doing this weird thing today? It's the weather, right? It's the weather. So, I want to give you guys a little bit of backstory on just about how this topic came about. So most of my topics either come up in regular conversation that I'm having with people or from a viewer or one of my main contributors. So I was having a conversation with a man who's been married for approximately about 20 years. And he said that he does not give up his password because he feels like if his wife has full access to all the money that's coming in the house, then he feels like that's the one thing that he should have for himself, right? And I was like, everybody needs to have something for themselves. You can't just constantly give and give and give up of yourself. So that was his thing, where he was just like, you cannot have the passcode to my phone. And that came from another conversation he was having with another couple where that works for them. However, he was like, my phone is my phone, and that will be that. So after we had that conversation, I said, oh, so I'm going to do a biology topic on this. So here we are. Here I am, and here you are watching, making this all come true. So, the topic of discussion tonight, no, we're talking about passcodes to everything. It just so happened to be his phone, Jared, for example. But we're talking about passwords. Do you share your passwords with Bae? Do you not share your passwords with Bae? Me personally, y'all, I'm tired. So, I just get a little happy when I'm tired. I have never been asked to share my password, nor have I asked anyone to give me their password to anything. I just feel like if I'm going to, if I'm going to find something, I'm going to find something anyway. Whatever happens in the dark is going to come to light. So to me, that is not a requirement for me. Now, if we're sharing like a joint bank account, then of course, yeah, you're gonna run me that password and we're gonna have equal access. However, I'm talking about things that solely belong to your partner, your spouse, your significant other, like passcodes to their phone, email, social media, other social media accounts, and things like that. So, like I said, I've never asked for it. I've never been asked for it. I never felt like I had to ask for it. it's not a requirement for me, but I do realize that, thank you so much, Brandy, for sharing my video. You're awesome. I do realize that that is a requirement for some people. And I think it's a requirement for some people based on past experiences that they have had, more than likely with a cheating partner, and they just want to ensure that this time is going to be different. And like I said in some of my earliest and first videos, this is a no judgment zone. So it's like, really, this is really an open discussion where we're talking about what works for us, what doesn't work for us. It's not a debate about who's wrong and who's right, because we all know that there are some things that work for some people that don't necessarily work for us, and vice versa. And for me, passwords, sharing my password is one of those things that just simply do not work for me, and it's never been a factor in my relationship. But going back to the ones, people that do require excuse me, people that do require, thank you, Jared, for sharing my video. You're awesome. Those that do require passwords, usually it's based upon a negative past experience, and this is this person's effort to try to avoid any pain. A lot of people's stance is either no, like they are, no, I'm not sharing my shit, or, well, what do you have to hide? But my whole thing in a nutshell is, I really gotta prove anything to anybody about whether I'm hiding something or not. It's just the fact of the matter of, in my inherent value as a person, I just reserve that right to say, no, you can't have my password. And that's that. That's the end of the discussion. Let's see. Let me run back some other comments I've had. All right, Shada Boy Williamson said, no, nothing but problems. Jared says, somebody didn't give you their password. Oh, okay. Are we talking just phones? Kristen says, I think we should clarify which accounts a person should have access to. Some accounts I don't care about, but some accounts will cause nothing but trouble. And I just want y'all to know out there, you reserve the right to say no. Where's the trust if you gotta have my passwords? I totally agree. And to me, if that were to come up right now, that would be a bit of a red flag for me. Let's say Brian says, are you worried if your boyfriend, girlfriend doesn't post you on social media? This is a great one, Brian. I'll repeat that. Are you worried if your boyfriend or girlfriend doesn't post you on social media? Yes, Luther, you are here. Some people, and this is kind of getting off topic, but it's a great topic. Some people quantify and define their relationship by what is revealed on social media. I'm going to repeat that. Some people classify and quantify their relationship based on what is revealed by their significant other on social media. Me personally, I feel like those things are personal and private to me. So I wouldn't mind it if my significant other did not post me on Facebook. I feel like if you really know me, like know me, then you're going to see me around town with Bae. You're going to know exactly who he is, vice versa. And there will be no need for this big outward display of, whatever on social media to prove that we together, or I personally don't need that type of validation. So no. And I took a vow to myself that I'm not posting pictures up of anybody and and me on social media until the deal is sealed. So that's just that should tell you a lot if you have any questions about me. But that's just me, you know. So yeah. Anybody else? Passwords. How you feeling out there in Bayland? Oh, we're quiet. We always go through this like one little moment of quietness, and then as soon as I wrap the segment, or as soon as I'm about to wrap the segment, that's when all the comments come flying out of nowhere, and they are good comments. I just want to tell y'all are some thinkers. I'm really extremely proud of my dynamic, the dynamic that is you, because y'all give me some things to think about, you know. Chevy says he doesn't want things to be misconstrued. Hey, my lovely Shay, thank you so much. Love you for watching. Yeah, I can see that. But what do y'all think about people who hack into the accounts? What do y'all think about people that hack into their significant other's accounts? Thoughts. Luther says if a password is needed in the relationship, is the relationship based on truth or proof? You got more males in here, we learn. Actually, Jared, most of my dynamic is male, since day one. Brian says he doesn't need your password. If you cheat and mess around, then that's on you. I just feel like whatever happens in the dark comes to light. And that, you know, it is what it is. Let's say Derek downtown says, he says no to passwords. Oh, yes, it's popping now. Hacks run quick. They got too many issues. It's just a thing where it's experience. It's different experiences, and for some people, social media has been a negative trigger in their relationship. Probably because it was one of those situations where they maybe did quantify their relationship status or how much somebody loved them by what they posted on social media. And usually if you do that on social media, you do a lot of other stuff too on social media, you know, in the DMs. But that's not everybody. But yeah, for some people. Deshay says, don't look for anything and you won't find anything. Learn to trust. And that is true. When you go looking for things, you will always find something. And I guess that goes back to the intuition conversation, where it's like, if you feel like something isn't right, then 9 times out of 10 it probably isn't. So yeah. Let's see what Marcus said. Sharing passwords is too dangerous because they could get into the wrong hands. Who knows what they're doing? Excuse me. There should be respect for personal, confidential, and privacy. Honor. I agree. I totally agree that there should be. For me, like I said, other people's requirements are different, but for me, I just feel like there should be a level of respect and trust that you are giving your significant other, you know, out the gate. Everybody who meets me, I even say hello to dogs, y'all. I even greet dogs. I'm serious. But everyone who meets me gets a certain level of respect and trust. You know, but I'm still looking at my surroundings and I'm peeping the scene. But everyone gets that. So imagine being in a relationship with someone. They get more than a degree of respect and trust from me. I'm in a relationship with that person because I do trust them and I do respect them as a person. And that's when you kind of got to get into learning characters of your significant other as well. And that may be another topic, knowing who you're dealing with, because I do trust people to be themselves. Even if you bae is going to be bae, right? So you can only trust people to be themselves. So it's like knowing that if you know this is a person, a trigger point for a person out the gate, then you need to make a decision if you're gonna, put up with that or deal with that in your relationship, or if you're just gonna cut your losses and chuck the deuces. So yeah. Jared says social media is the downfall of relationships. I think a lot of people make it that way. It doesn't have to be. I think that if you're clear and concise about, your privacy and how important that is to you, and having that privacy. Now I have had that conversation where I was just like, no, I don't broadcast every single thing I do on social media. And, I would hope that, the person I'm with wouldn't do that either. But that's just me and how I feel. Some people, they love it, That's that's kind of what people do on social media. So let's see, what else do we have going on? Sturgeon says it's not social media, it's the sneakiness and disrespect that's done on social media. It goes down in the DMs. It does. It sure does go down right there in them DMs where can't nobody else see you chatting it up, or spitting game and all of that. Excuse me, all of that good stuff. This weather is changing and it is messing me up. So, but I feel like if you sneaky and disrespectful on social media, then more than likely you're gonna be sneaky and disrespectful like in real life, like when you think nobody's watching, So, Briggy says if she or he is not your best friend, then don't. My goal, and I have best friends and they don't have my password. And I've had significant others that have been my best friend and they still did my password, and I still didn't ask for that password. So Luther Otis Jr. says nothing good ever came from checking an email, phone, or anything else requiring a password. That just goes back to a gut feeling, because if you feel like something's wrong, if you feel like you need to sneak to get that information, then it means that you don't trust your partner to tell you the truth when you tell them, babe, I feel like something ain't quite right. I feel it sitting in my spirit. That means you're not open. Either you're not open to having a conversation because you already decided that they're going to lie to you, so you have come up with other means to gather that information. And some people gather the information and they get it and they find out the good and what's actually going on, and they decide that they're going to stay, in that anyway, which is fine because that's you and that's your business. However, going back to keeping your relationship private, like, don't go snooping. This is what kills me. When people go snooping and they find what they're looking for and they tell everybody about it, and then everybody's mad, everybody's upset, everybody's up in arms, and then, they decide they're going to stay. It's always the people that make the biggest hoopla about it that decide they're gonna stay anyway. Should couples be friends on social media? It really depends on what works for them. I know some people that aren't, and they're married, and I know some people that are. It just depends on what works for them. I've done both. I've been friends with my SO on social media, and I have not been friends with my SO on social media. It's just really, for me, it's the way the wind is blowing that day if I want to deal with that. Sherry says, if you're looking for something and you're not going to leave me, then why hack the passwords? Because, what's up, Sean? Because some people just want to be validated in knowing that they were right. Point blank, period. They just want to be validated in knowing that they were right. It doesn't even matter that they caught you red-handed. Like, they just want to know that they were right, that they're not crazy, that they weren't imagining things. That is, to them, that instant gratification that they were looking for. The focus isn't even on is you, but the focus isn't really even on you at that point. It's about them being correct. And once they find that they are correct and have registered that in their mind, that's the gratification that they need. So even though people will yell and cry and tantrum about it, usually that's why people stay, because they're just like, I knew it. I knew it. So, yes. All right. Thank you for watching, Capricorn. I see you, boo. Okay. I'm back. Some technical difficulties. Let's see. Luther said people have two ways of investigating things. They get their information and form a theory. They just have a theory and take whatever information they get to make it fit that. Let's see. So we're trying to get a password, or having to check whatever is required to check with a password. 9 times out of 10, they're going to take whatever they find and make it fit. And that's just, going into the whole I'm right conversation. I'm right. I was right. And that's it. So Kirtland will give his password to a significant other, because you wouldn't have anything to hide. And you know what? I commend you for that, because they damn sure ain't get my password, Kirtland. So, but that's what works for you. You know what I'm saying? That's what works for you. And that's what's up. Let's say that's okay, Luther, for the typos. Yes. And it's true. Some people are in a space. I agree with Tanya. Some people are just in a space of insecurity, and at that point, there's nothing you can really do about that to get them out of it. You're going to either decide whether you're going to be with them with insecurities and all, or if you're going to leave it alone and not deal with it. But once you find out the truth about who you're really dealing with in your significant other, and you choose to accept that, and I guess that's a whole different video too. Because once you find out the truth and you decide to go on ahead and accept the truth, now you know who you're dealing with. So now you know exactly what they're capable of. So don't be surprised when they start, pulling random shit on you, because you knew what you were dealing with when you accepted that person and got into a relationship with them. So no, none of that woe is me type shit. Like, usually people show you exactly who they are. You just gotta follow the signs. And I'm sorry, my phone keeps going like in and out. There's an app on my phone that like keeps going off, and I don't know what the hell is going on. So if I had his password, you wouldn't give yours. So what if he gave me his password? I don't give a shit if he did give me his password. I don't want it. I'm probably never going to use it. And no, he can't have mine. And I wouldn't ask for his. So it would have to be a situation where it's just like very random, and it just comes up and it's like, oh yeah, by the way, here's my password to X, Y, and Z. And I would be like, oh, okay, you should probably change that, even though I'm not interested. I've just been in a field of like dealing with like HIPAA and like confidentiality type stuff for like so long that once somebody does give me that password for whatever reason, and I've gotten passwords from people like really randomly, like for things that they needed me to do or me to help them do, and I'm like, hey, once you give me this, you should probably change it, just as a precautionary, so yeah. Kirtland would give his out, but he really wouldn't care to have hers. Kirtland, are you in a relationship? Just curious. Because if you are not, then ladies, Kirtland will give you his password if y'all in a relationship. Just saying. So that right there just about does it for me tonight. I appreciate y'all. I appreciate the feedback. Thank you so much for watching Bayology, a real life study of love and relationships. You can catch me on Facebook. We have our own page now, Bayology, BAE. BAEOLOGY, and also on YouTube at Bayology Experts is where you can find us, where I'm feeding these videos from here to YouTube by miracle. Because anybody that has tried to repost a Facebook video on another platform, y'all know that is hellish. So yes. But yeah, thank y'all so much. I just marvel in awe of just how awesome y'all are, and y'all just do this with me every single week. Y'all like my video, y'all share my videos, y'all like my page, y'all really support me, y'all really like me. I really like y'all too. So thank you once again from the bottom of my heart. We will do this next week on Tuesday, the same time. Spread the word. I am trying to grow Bayology as big as it will get. So, and I can't do that without y'all. So I just want to say continue to keep the momentum of Bayology alive. You fuel Bayology. You guys really created Bayology. So thank you once again. I will see y'all next week. Same time, same place. Love you guys. Bye-bye.